Nick Cassidy, I want to talk about yesterday's race because, first of all, I'm just going to point out there, you were 21st on the 21st lap. Let's try and explain how you came through to win, because at that point, what was your mindset? Were you just thinking, it's fine, I've got loads of energy in the bank, I'll be okay, or were you panicking a little bit?
Honestly, a little bit of panic because we weren't fast. I made a decision quite early in the race that if I was to have a good result, I needed to do something a bit different. I didn't have the balance underneath me at the time, and so I had to kind of foresee that. And then seeing everyone around me, everyone was racing to a very similar strategy, so it was a good opportunity to be able to do something quite different. But probably at this point, I thought maybe a P7, P8 was going to be our day.
But, you know, did you think, because I'm going to go on board here, we're on board with Dan Ticktum, just to show you going around the outside. So this is when you were up in 15th place. And this is when you started to unleash a bit of that speed. You've got more energy in the tank. But picking your way, we're going to see at turn 12, there's an incident up ahead. I'll just pause it here. That's you there. But there was an incident just up ahead. You could see cars, you know, losing their front wings, bodywork, and you had to pick your way through. Was that nerve-wracking? Because that's always the risk, isn't it, Formula E, when you go so far back in the pack? Yeah, that was a really key moment. I mean, this group of cars were super aggressive. They were racing pretty hard, so you had to get your elbows out. But once I was able to clear them, it was a bit more, I don't know if sensible is the right word, but a bit calmer the further forward I got. So then you've cycled through up to 5th, and this is after the final restart. And I guess at this point, you've looked at it and gone, I've got enough energy to go flat out, and you've gone for it. So let's talk about these final moves, because, I mean, that is incredibly close to the rear of both of those cars in front. Yeah, and I mean, on exit, you can kind of be that close. Obviously, on braking, you don't really want to be, but look how close it is. Everyone's elbows out, side by side, taking a lot of risk. And even though I had more energy at this point, I still couldn't really drive flat out. I still had to save. And, you know, that just kind of told me, though, how much everyone around me had to save. And so it was a mix of going forwards, but trying to be patient and choosing the right lines. So there's a risk-reward game here, isn't it? Because you've taken the risk of dropping all the way back to 21st. It means you pick up a much bigger slipstream and come forward. And this is where you're getting the reward. Look, those people are having to lift off because at this point you were 3–4% up on energy of everyone around you. I heard your race engineer, Phil Ingram, telling you. I could not believe he went for that. What's that? The move on the inside? So, yeah. Yeah, we could show you. I mean, that is unbelievably close there. And I think he knew that I had the energy. Yeah. Yeah, Oliver Rowland isn't someone who shies away from battle, but this is you taking the lead. Yeah, they knew they could race me pretty aggressively because of that. But every time I've gone easy in this championship, I've lost a front wing or I've got shuffled backwards. I think I had to get my elbows out and I had to move forwards. Well, I look forward to seeing how far back you can get. If you can get to 22nd and win today, that will be even more entertaining. Good luck for the race. Thank you for joining us. Thanks very much. Cheers.